What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
Squeed up, boop, boop, ba dup, Shazam! Not a sponsor.
Well, my Shazam only had one Z.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
So that's not even the same
Is
word.
that because there's a movie coming out?
Yeah.
Way to date the show, Mike. Way to date the show.
I didn't.
I did.
Yes.
But that in
Well,
fairness,
it could have been the Shaq version. That
That's
could have been
that's-
recorded during the
that's
Shaquille O'Neal.
Kazam.
Oh, that's right.
Is it really?
No, wait, you're doing this?
100%. I thought this was a remake of the Shaq movie.
No.
Wait a minute.
I am Kazam. That is hilarious because my friend, like, we were just making this joke about how is Shazam not the remake of the Shaq movie. But it's not.
So
Because
he was not Shazam.
No, he was Kazam.
And
Shazam
The world
is a DC character who apparently used to be named Captain Marvel until Marvel said, no, we own that. You cannot use that. So now he's Shazam.
all right.
Or maybe that's just the magic word. I don't know. It's DC. Who cares?
Part of being a superhero is being taken seriously. And if your name is Shazam, you're
good luck.
I mean, that's just trouble to begin
Well,
with.
to be fair,
Here comes Floofy.
it's a kid, and then he just has a magic word that turns him into the big superhero.
Is
So-
the word Shazam?
Yeah.
Spoiler! I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen the commercials?
I have.
I am Kazam.
No, of course he hasn't. He thought it was Shaq.
Have you seen the Kazam, the Shaq movie?
No, I haven't, but it's on my daily to-do list.
You've never seen Kazam?
I have never seen it. Is it fantastic? It looks fantastic. Probably fantastic.
I don't want to spoil a single moment
oh, it's fantastic.
of that movie for
I do
you.
remember because
Please go rent.
I know Mike has watched it in the last 5 years.
Kazam?
Yes, because I remember you watching it. I remember you saying it came on TV and you just watched through the whole thing.
It's
I don't know
very
if it was in the
possible.
last 5 years or not, but I remember being around you when that happened.
It's
And you committed to the whole duration.
It's an American classic.
That's not true.
There it goes. Citizen Kane. Right behind Citizen Kane is Kazam.
Yeah,
Now,
not to be
followed
confused
by-
with Shazam,
Followed by Steel, Shaq's other movie.
which was also a superhero.
Yes.
Okay.
For real?
On today's
He's just
show,
How do you not
superhero
know
and
about
everything.
these things?
I don't know. I mean, I know Blue Chips, right?
in his yes, Penny Hardaway was in that.
Yeah.
In Shaq's
Shaq was a
defense,
superhero.
when you were over 7 feet tall and over 7,000 pounds, you've only got a few. You're going to be typecast a little bit.
What a terrible way to be. You're like, oh, I'm typecast as
a
the strongest person of all time.
Yeah, yeah. All right, today we have some
Boo,
life
woe
advice.
is me.
Yeah, we have some life advice on the show. You see, I wonder if the fledgling actors in Hollywood get real mad about those actors that complain about being typecast. Because they just want to be cast.
Right.
They just want to be cast at all. They don't want to be, they don't care.
Oh, you poor baby.
Cool. You always have to play a cowboy. You always got to play somebody with a mustache. Because you have a mustache.
If only I could shave.
All right, life advice, would you rather? We have a great draft on the show today. It's SNL related.
Saturday Night Live for the noobs out there.
Did you just
Do people-
clarify SNL?
Yes.
Cool.
Thanks.
At Spitballers Pod on Twitter, if you want to send in questions. If you want to send in would you rather situations, we're going to cover quite a few very interesting topics today. SpitballersPod.com is the website. You can follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, and we appreciate your reviews so much that Jason is forced to read them.
Reviewosaurus Rex.
This one comes in from I got there on time to read it.
That's their screen name?
No, their screen name is Taryn. I'm saying that I'm
No,
very
their
proud
screen
of
name is
myself.
Taryn Rampage.
Oh, it is. Taryn Rampage. And the title is Seizure, 5 stars.
What?
I was listening to the podcast while waiting to pick up my kindergartner from school and was laughing so hard, another parent came over to ask if I was okay because my fists in laughter led them to believe that I was having a seizure.
This is not real.
After hearing clean bottom.
Yum.
Yum. My kindergartner found it equally as funny, which means we all have the maturity of a 6-year-old. That is true. Listeners, beware the Spitballers pod may cause laughter, induce seizures.
I do believe that this show is the proper pendulum swing for those of you in true crime podcasts. Right. Like when you are knee
We are
deep,
the lemon sorbet.
Yeah, when you are knee deep into some heavy topics on the very compelling true crime world, sometimes you need clean bottom.
Yum.
Need a good poop joke.
Yeah, and we will have more on the show today. That is my promise to you.
Spitballers to the rescue.
Okay, speaking of necessary life advice and the demand for more poop.
Well, that's timely.
Yeah, that is incredibly timely, Andy. We have got to bring up.
Like there's not an 85% chance that poop is timely on this show.
Right. Yes, it just so happens.
The key to poop is being timely in general. You want to be timely.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Here's what's incredible.
Sponsored by
The story that is about to come. Andy, how was your week? Did you have anything happen this week?
So what Jason is bringing up is a situation where I came into the office and I asked for life advice. Or I guess I polled the audience to see what they would have done in my situation.
It was a situation room, really. It
was all of these. It was a would you rather? It was a life advice. Here was the unfortunate situation I found myself in.
Get ready.
So I was I was enjoying a morning movement. I was in the restroom. I was
Pre or post coffee?
post.
Set it up.
Post
All right,
coffee.
So okay.
How was your dinner the night before?
Fibrous?
Mediocre in choice.
Heavy in protein?
It was all being removed.
Okay.
So I was look. Everyone had left, except I guess my wife had just gotten back from dropping off the kids because she was part of the story, unfortunately. And so I'm just sitting there reading some materials. And a long time ago for Christmas, we got this white elephant gift, and somebody gave us a book for the bathroom that's like this joke gag gift, and you're supposed to like log your
log.
Yeah.
log your log. And so like a guest can literally take the book and like write down, and it's funny. It's like a book with pages that say things like, what is the cleanliness of the restroom? Rate it 1 to 10. Has all these little questions in there for your movement.
Side question.
Yeah.
Where was this located?
It was located in a little magazine rack we have in the bathroom.
So next to the toilet.
Directly next to it.
I'm just trying to figure out the protocol of when you fill this.
It's called the guest book. And it's funny because some people have taken advantage of it when they've been at our house. And then you find kind of comedic writings.
Sure.
We'll just throw away the fact that it's a little gross to me because people, while they're going to the bathroom, are also touching the guest book.
That was my question of the
I
protocol.
am writing down right now, need to avoid the guest book at Andy's house.
Like it's got to be next to the sink.
Well, look.
But then it's taking up counter space, and it's a problem.
You've never used a magazine in a bathroom? People pick up the magazines.
That's true.
But you
It's
pick
just
up
you
the
don't think about
magazines before the hand. The hands are still clean.
Really?
Clean-ish.
Well, yeah, I guess you're not reading after.
Yeah.
But you're reading during. Anyways.
All right, continue.
There's a normal-sized black marker that comes attached with the guest book because you need it to enter.
Of course.
To enter your log, enter the logbook. So I decide I'm going to write, I'm going to be a Mr. Funny Pants. I'm going to the bathroom. It's not a good situation down below, but that's what the bathroom's for. We've all been there.
Yes.
I don't need to disclaim that.
You're fine.
It's
You're
a
fine,
bad
man.
bowl.
You were in the bathroom.
It's a bad bull.
Doing bathroom
Bad
things.
bull. Hashtag.
Oh.
And lo and behold, I made a little mistake, and I slipped, and I dropped the pin, and it just dropped directly into the bowl. And it is not a good bowl. It's a bad bowl.
It's a bad bowl.
It's a bad bowl. So now, problem-solving man that I am.
Wait, can you see the marker?
That's the
You
most
can't
important.
see the marker.
Cannot
So
see
the
the
marker-
marker.
The
marker
marker's
is
gone.
It's gone.
It's there.
The marker's there, but it is not there. Like it is. When I say bad bowl, I mean on a scale of 1 to 100, 100 being the worst bowl and 1 being a clean bowl, it's a 98. It's a bad bowl.
Okay.
All right. I've been in there a while. I've been in there a long while. Enough to fill out a lot of this guest book. So I drop it in, and I'm thinking to myself, like, there's just no way I can retrieve this
What do you do?
And
Why would you?
Like,
Okay.
I just can't get, like, I can't see it, which means I'm going to have to go in after it and not see it. This is gross.
This is, I mean, do you
So-
get like the barbecue
You get tongs.
metal
Yeah, tongs.
My mind went to one of those long trigger picker-uppers.
Like the children's toy?
No,
Like,
like,
yeah,
like an
either
old person
the
gets stuff
gopher.
off the top shelf.
Yeah, you
like,
either
I'm
go-
like, do I have one of those that I can immediately throw away?
Jason, I was thinking of the T-Rex biter too.
And I've already known that like this marker's done. I mean, it's not short of a
Right.
bleach bath and like, why am I saving this marker? This
You
marker's
can buy
done.
markers. That's
So I come into the office and I'm telling this ridiculous story, and I tell my wife, I go, I just dropped the pin, like I was screaming across the house
Right.
into the bowl, and then she didn't help, and so now I'm trying to figure
What
out
did you expect her to do?
a hot tip. Give me a tip. Give me some
don't
insight.
drop the marker in the bowl.
I'm in the
Andy.
situation already. And so at this point, I'm like, what is really the best thing that I can do? Well, obviously, I say to myself, this marker can't flush down a toilet. It's a marker.
Right.
Like, there's no way. So my plan is you flush the toilet. You allow all of the bad bowl to go away. And what's going to be left but the marker?
Right.
This sounds very scientific.
Right? Do you agree with Al Borland? Do you agree with this mindset?
Yeah,
Would you-
as the man's man of
Yeah.
the show, do you feel like that was
Our producer-
a rational way of thinking with your experience in toiletry?
When Andy came in and was telling us this story, that was the first thing that crossed
It
my
was
mind as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
so because I'm a genius.
To
Well,
to
genius.
flush, hoping that the marker would nestle in such a way that it would not go down.
I just wanted to reach into a less bad bowl and get this thing.
Right.
Correct. Hoping that it got a wash on the way down.
Yes. Yes.
And hoping that it was perpendicular to
Yes.
the opening.
Yes.
But you can't see it.
Correct. It was a gamble.
I said hoping.
Yeah. It was a gamble.
Okay.
Thank you, Al.
So you flushed.
Yeah, the gamble didn't pay off. Apparently, you can flush a marker down the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can. You must have a great toilet. Congratulations.
And here's the honest truth of what happened, because I didn't reveal all of this in the story before.
Oh no!
The honest truth is that after the first flush, I could see a little bit of the marker. It was in it was going down, but I could see the very tip of it sticking out of the toilet hole.
Okay, so it was
so you could have retrieved it.
At that point, I could have potentially reached into the toilet hole to retrieve the marker.
Now, is this during flush?
No, this is post-flush.
So the flush is done. You could have reached
the
in,
flush is done.
gotten it.
You ever had a bad bowl before?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've had a bad bowl.
But what you're saying
A
is
double flush requirement?
Of course, we've all lived that.
But your plan worked.
yes.
My plan did not work because it wasn't perpendicular to the hole. It was actually in the hole. There would have had to have been reaching into the hole. So what I thought is double flush this bad boy. It'll dislodge it out. It'll come out.
Why would it come out?
Things can come out.
For the record, this is where Andy lost my support.
Yeah, and all.
How
and
is it going to come
everyone's.
out?
But
the water's going down.
surprise, surprise,
Puppy
it flushed
surprise.
it further.
It flushed it further.
Yeah, weird.
And now, the next morning,
Now everything's okay.
well, the next morning, my son was having his morning movement, and he came out and said, "Dad, the toilet's flushing weird." And
Uh-oh.
so
There's a marker in it, son. Don't worry about it.
So I've tweeted about this. Apparently, there is a trap in the toilet, which I think
In the
basic
U-valve.
geometric shapes tell me that this marker is in it. Right?
Yeah.
There's no way this marker has.
The
Gone.
marker's absolutely in your toilet.
What is the biodegradable time for a marker?
Probably upwards of 2 decades.
2 decades. So I could wait it out.
So your toilet is ruined now.
No, my toilet is a risky proposition for my guests. That's the truth of the matter. I've put a plunger in that toilet, right, or in that bathroom, not in the toilet.
I put a sign up that said pee only.
And I'm just playing. I'm playing roulette. It could be me. It could be somebody else.
I feel like it's an easy fix of.
You got to take the toilet off.
Oh, you do?
You have to take the toilet off.
Can't you just Al Borland?
No,
can't
Al
you just
Borland's
remove
nodding
the
in
U?
affirmative.
No, it's in the actual toilet. The way a toilet, the inner workings of it, there is a U inside the porcelain.
Yes.
20 years, man. I'm all. I'm in for the 20
You're in for the
years.
20-year
I didn't know I
biodegradable.
had to take the toilet off.
Yeah.
I am straight up just I'm buying a new toilet.
New toilet.
I've got a new toilet.
I am not lying with, and this is terrible. It's gone through my mind that I just need to redo all the toilets in my house. This is the cause of like, let's get some upgraded toilets through the whole house.
The silver lining.
I need one that can flush a marker.
That's right. So that's my story.
All right.
That's
Sounds
my
like
tale.
we're qualified to help other people now.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm ready for the conclusion of that.
I have texted some plumber friends to ask what's next in my journey. All right, Ezekiel from the website. What would you do when you have your hour lunch break while having your headphones on and someone tries to talk to you? And clearly you want your alone time to just enjoy your lunch. So Ezekiel wants to enjoy a quiet lunch. Let me ask you this question to start it off, because we want to give Ezekiel some great advice here. And I don't blame you for wanting some quiet time. Work can be a tough place. You want to just zone out. You want to break in your day. Earbuds or over-the-ear headphones? I want to know that question first.
Ooh, okay.
Because earbuds can be I was just at a baseball practice with my brother. He was there with his kid. I was there with mine. I must have talked to my brother 5 different times thinking he was talking to me when he was actually just talking on the phone on his AirPods.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
So I didn't know.
Earbuds are what a ninja would use.
To listen to music?
Yes, because they don't want you to be aware. So, yeah, I mean, so if it's earbuds, it's partly on you.
Yeah, you gotta be full on over the ear headphones.
If let's put it the other way. Let's say you need to ask somebody a question and they've got the full over the ears. I mean, that's a big ask. You got to ask them to take off the full over the ears.
It better be an important question. At that point, I'm leaving the person alone unless it's time sensitive, really important.
Because you got to tap.
Yes, you have to have physical interaction, or you got to make a fool of yourself and like wave them down from in front.
See, that fool thing, I was in a gas station the other day, and a very large man walked in with a very large head. And he had a very large helmet on his very large head, but this is as big as they make this helmet, and it was still a squeeze. Well, he can't hear anything in this.
Ben Roethlisberger.
It was not Ben Roethlisberger. It could have been. But then somebody asked this guy a question, and he felt obligated to answer, but he couldn't hear anything in his helmet. So then that person felt really bad because this guy's now trying to squeeze out of his helmet. And it was a big deal for a dumb question. So does your question have to be?
What was the question?
It was something like, "Hey, I like your helmet." It really was.
What?
It was a helmet. Yeah, he just go, "What?" And then the guy's like, "Oh no, don't worry about it." But the guy already started weaseling his head out of the helmet to hear that he's got a nice helmet.
What I think is so funny about that story is that there is a guy who's on a motorcycle, and he goes into this place, and his plan, because his head is so tight in that helmet, was just to leave it on the whole time.
He 100%.
I'm going to go get my Gatorade.
Yes.
No way. If I'm riding a motorcycle, well, number one, you got to have. I mean, my helmet would be awesome. I would look like one of the guys.
You'd have one of those Mohawk helmets.
No, I wouldn't have those. I would look like one of the bad guys from Equilibrium, which I'm sure you guys haven't seen this movie. But like fully blacked out visor, black helmet. I would have that thing on no matter what.
Yeah, but you would never take it off. Someone taps you.
Never, ever.
Someone is tapping you vigorously on the shoulder, and you're looking straight ahead because you can't hear them. That's what you would do.
Now, when you think of an actor with a helmet on riding a motorcycle, who do you think of?
When I think
5,
of an
4,
actor,
3.
Tom
2.
Cruise, but no helmet.
Tom Cruise. That's totally what I think of too.
You think of Tom Cruise riding a
motorcycle. Like if you think of any actor riding a motorcycle, when you said that you were going to be real cool, unfortunately, my subconscious told me that you were in Mission Impossible 3. That's what I understood from it. There are doves flying out of everywhere.
That was 2.
That's the one I'm thinking of then.
So we have the answer for Ezekiel. The answer for Ezekiel here, they do make motorcycle helmets with the sound, with the speakers inside. Get one of those. I promise you will be left alone. And if you're not left alone, you can ignore them and act like impossible to hear you in
That
here.
is right. All right, Chris from the website needs life advice. Chris says, I recently went shopping, and when I got home, I realized that an item that I had purchased was missed by the cashier. Do I just consider this a blessing? Do I have to go back to the store and purchase the item? does how expensive the item was matter?
Oh man, this is a moral conflict.
I have been in this position a couple of times, but I think I've caught it in the parking lot, which makes the task of overcoming that a lot easier. Like, it's very easy to turn around and say, hey, you missed this. And I do think, unfortunately...
But when you catch it, do you keep going?
Well, what I was going to say is I think, unfortunately, it is related to the price.
It's 100% related to the price.
Because if I went to Target and one of the reams of paper in my bag was not charged and I just got a free ream of paper, I'm probably not turning around. But if I bought, like, I don't know, like a video game that was $60 or like something that was in the above $50 range, I probably go back and do it unless I have to drive a really long ways.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Convenience.
let's bring
Unfortunately, I'm being honest. I think that because there are people that would say, hey, that's their problem. That's their fault. They have it's written into their shrink that, some things are lost.
I have a problem, and this is real. This is Jason Moore. I have an issue
He's not
that
turning
is,
around at all.
that is very similar to this, and I'm in the middle of it, okay? So I got that.
Wait, we can
This
give you
is-
advice and
yes,
him advice?
ongoing?
Yes, this is ongoing. I need help with this.
Now, if I return the pin,
Good, yes. The pin needs to go back.
You know who would take that pen?
Costco?
Costco?
Yeah.
Yes. So I bought for Christmas a 12-foot monstrous Christmas tree. It comes in 2 huge boxes. It is more expensive than what should be bought.
Right.
So, unfortunately, I bought it from 2 places on accident. I thought I canceled one. They both show up. So I need to return one. I return the Amazon one. And what happens is I go through, I print the return label, the guy comes, he picks it up. But he only picks up one of the 2 boxes. Okay?
I know this. Yeah.
As in the Christmas tree was shipped in 2 boxes.
Yes, and it's huge boxes.
It is a very, very, very large box. I've
Huge
seen
boxes.
these on his porch.
Yeah, you've seen it on my porch because they've been on my porch since Christmas. It's still there because I can't get – I've talked to Amazon, and there's no way to print the return because they show the return being completed. I have received my
man.
money.
He's been
I'm
refunded.
good.
He's completely in the clear, but there's 1 box left.
But this company is missing a huge, very expensive box of product that I tried. I did. I tried to get it back. I even went after they failed and talked to the UPS guy. I don't know how to get it back to them.
And the worst thing is if you throw it away, what if they come calling?
Well,
they're not.
They're not going to come
You've
call.
done your job as a consumer.
But morally,
You should
can
be
I
applauded.
just throw this thing
I
away?
think you can throw it away,
100%.
Heck yeah.
especially if you've given it multiple months.
Yeah.
What?
Sweet.
So which?
Plus, especially
how
if you
much
can
of
blame
tree?
the UPS driver
How much
for
of the
it
tree is
being
in this
missing.
thing?
Half of the tree, the bottom half. So they have
The bottom
worthless-
half?
Yes,
the
it
top
was the
half, you
big,
could have made something out of that.
It was the big bottom half base of this tree. So there's probably a 6.5 foot tree.
I feel like you should find one of your neighbors, and
Put it on their porch?
and give them a present.
Oh, yeah. No, you give it to one of your friends. We used to do that growing up.
What, you give people half of a present?
No, we would find things and we would go and just put them on people's porches, or put them like things at like a garage sale, like an oversized painting, and we just put them in their backyard or put them on the front porch. It was very fun. It was very fun.
People come home and
Yes.
there's just a new object.
Yeah, there's a painting that blocks your whole front door, and nobody knows why.
You're like, who ordered the painting?
So what advice do you give to Chris, Mike? I mean, I told you the situations I've been in. Are you going to be honest?
Well, you know what matters? What honestly matters more to me is this a local shop? Is this a mom and pop store?
Ooh, subjectivity.
Or is this the man? Are you
This is Walmart.
But
Is this
who's is
Walmart?
Amazon the man?
Amazon is the
Okay.
is the man.
Let me ask you this then, because I know where you're going. I need to ask you directly. My wife bought my son a watch 2 years ago. The watch was $20. It was a kid's watch. They shipped us a $700 diamond type watch, like a Rolex-esque watch. When
For real.
in place of it, okay?
All right.
No, they never contacted us. They never said anything. I forced us to send the watch back. But the arguments that I got from family members of why I should keep and pawn this watch was because it was the man. Because it was Amazon.
But are you 100% sure that was from the man? Because Amazon also is third party.
Yes, it was from the man.
You verified it was from the man?
So what?
Then you did not do your civic duty as an
Wait,
American.
you say to screw the man?
Oh, screw the man.
But
We can't let the man keep you down.
No, let me just legitimately make the argument against that. Somebody's going to get fired. That works for the man.
Nah.
Too big.
Nah.
They can't find it.
It fell
since they treat them so well already.
It fell between the cracks.
Look, this one's pretty easy. It's illegal. I would say you did the right thing, Andy.
So
I'm proud of
if
you.
Amazon ships you something, it's illegal to keep it?
If Amazon ships me a gold bar when I meant to order a candy bar, that's on them.
That's
on them, man.
them.
This has not been helpful. This is bad advice.
Not at all.
Look,
What do you think, Mr. Borland? We need another like stone on the moral.
I'm probably going to split the vote, unfortunately, and side with Andy on this one.
Yeah, you're a good person.
I feel like it comes around. Look, I've gotten home. And the guacamole was not in my bag.
That's true. That's true. And then you don't go back for guac.
Yeah.
That's true.
Look,
But they don't balance.
The gold bar is mine.
Oh, my gosh. This is terrible. All right. So if it costs a bunch of money at like a Target, would you go back? When I was a kid, I stole a
Target's still
glue
the man.
stick. I stole a glue stick from Michael's.
Ooh.
And when I say
That's
glue
my
stick,
store.
I don't even mean like one of the kids' Elmer's glue sticks. I mean like for a glue gun, one of the teeny glue sticks that go in a glue gun.
Like the hot glue gun.
Like a hot glue gun stick.
They cost about 10 cents.
My mom drove me back down there.
Well, that was a learning experience.
And she said,
you knowingly walked out with it.
yeah,
But
That's different.
yeah, that's straight theft.
that's just stealing.
Don't steal, kids.
Don't steal.
Don't steal, kids, and don't steal kids.
Either
Either
way.
way.
Oh, great advice.
Thank you.
Would you rather?
All right. Would you rather always, this is from Greg on Twitter, would you rather always have the feeling that you're about to sneeze or always have the feeling that you're about to pee?
Oh,
This is a very important would you rather question. I am feeling the latter right about now.
What they got to pee?
Yeah.
let's make this show last a
The thing
while,
that-
Mike.
The thing about the sneeze is
Talking at half speed.
when you have that sensation, you're like, oh, I'm gonna sneeze, and then it never comes. It's it's a top 10 frustrating moment
Yes.
of your life, and which like I just got the wife again with it where she says, "Oh, I'm gonna sneeze." You hit him right with the bless you.
Sneeze? Bless you?
yes.
They can't sneeze
Because
at that
the
point.
sneeze
Oh,
goes away.
It's a troll.
Have you? Oh,
You did it to Andy the other day.
yes. I do it any chance I get.
And do you have to like forcibly get it? Do you have to immediately like bless you? Are you trying to rush it, or you just casually say it quick?
He wants to ruin somebody.
No, it's not a quick because I think a quick might startle the sneeze out.
So here's how I view this. Right, it's worse. I feel like to really have to pee, but it's more debilitating to have to sneeze. Like when I have to pee, oh man,
Right.
it's awful. But I know how I could keep talking. I could keep.
You can make
Doing
it go away
things-
for a little while.
And when I have to sneeze, you're like,
You freeze.
wait. I mean, that's the rest of your
And that's why-
life.
bless you.
I am cured.
Yeah.
I actually did have a situation yesterday. I had a bunch of dental work done, like 2-3 hours of dental work. I'm feeling great. I get into the seat, and man, I feel a sneeze coming on that it won't finish. And so for like 10 minutes, I'm thinking I'm about to sneeze, and I'm going, what if this happens in the middle of like a procedure
Mouth open
on my mouth?
Dentist
I think you
in there.
die. I think you die if you sneeze with your mouth open.
A full open mouth sneeze, and somebody's in there.
Yeah.
I hope they have eye care.
Big gold chunk of something comes
you
out.
You have to believe that dentists have had that experience. They're
yeah.
in the mouth too much.
They probably had the situation where someone's peed in the chair too.
I hope not.
Probably. If they've done kids, probably. The question now I have, if you always feel like you really have to pee, how do you ever know, living your life, when you actually have to go to the bathroom? I mean, you're going to have to do an hour spot check.
I think what you have to do. So I had a car, my first car, which I tried as a child to pawn off onto Andy.
He did. It was the worst car ever.
It was,
and I tried to convince my parents to let me buy it because I trusted Jason. Had no headliner, no gas gauge.
It had nothing. It was pretty much the Flintstones car. One of the many broken things in this car.
It wasn't at your grandma's.
It was my.
You made it sound like it was the best car because it ran in your family.
Right. It was.
it was an
my
heirloom.
Stepmom's father.
Oh, that's not as.
Wait,
not
no.
as tight
Car
as-
was your stepmom's father?
No, it was
a Christine situation?
It was his car. He was not the car.
Okay.
But it didn't have a
I'm
gas.
25% automobile.
It didn't have a gas gauge, and it leaked oil like crazy. So what I had to do, and I think this is what you'd have to do in your life, I had to just keep a log of mileage, and I know like, oh, I'm getting close to 300 miles, I should fill it up with gas.
Yeah.
So you just keep a log of like you as soon as you go to the bathroom, you start the timer on your watch of like
It's a trip.
3
It's
hours.
a trip.
It's a trip.
What do they call that?
It's like you're running an odometer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. For pee. For pee.
You're running a pedometer.
Yeah, yes, there it is. We got there.
Oh.
You need a pedometer. It's not. It's very similar to the walking one, but it's a pedometer.
Now, I've talked to people that they can't stop themselves from sneezing if a sneeze is coming on. If you told me right now you are never allowed to sneeze again, I could never sneeze again
Liar.
Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't.
because I just put my finger on my nose.
What?
If I do this, I don't sneeze.
You just for the listeners,
Yeah.
you are literally just touching the tip of your nose.
Putting a
with
little
your finger.
pressure on the tip of the nose.
I don't think that's uncommon because, I mean, when you see...
I could also make myself sneeze just by like looking at the sun.
Oh, you're...
Also blind though.
It was a weird trade-off. But back in the old cartoons, when a character was going to sneeze and they didn't want to, they would put the finger extended under the nose.
Yeah, I can see that works too.
Yeah. But then in cartoons, they would pull out mallets from nowhere behind them. That is not how we judge life, Mike.
If you pull a mallet out and smack someone in the face, they will not sneeze.
They will not.
They will
again,
never
but
sneeze
they will
again.
see little birdies flying around their head.
All right, one more would you rather before we get into this draft. This one's funny to me. Would you rather your voice always be 10 seconds delayed?
Oh,
Others don't hear until anything until 10 seconds later, or your voice always be 2 times louder than appropriate.
oh man,
Oh man, that's like Josh. That's like
Yes.
one of our
Papa Josh.
Papa Josh, one of the guys that works for us. Yeah, I mean, 2 times is probably an exaggeration, but like 1.8.
no, that's minimizing it.
And you know what's worse than that is he walked into my house yesterday
Hey!
with that voice. Oh, that's always. And then he's singing Baby Shark. You guys heard Baby Shark?
Yes, of course we've heard Baby Shark.
Well, get this. He hadn't until like a week ago.
Oh, homeschool.
He has 2 young daughters.
No, man.
Homeschool.
Hold on.
Yeah.
If I homeschool my children,
No Baby Shark.
do I
Get out of all of those songs.
I avoid Gummy Bear? I would have avoided Baby Shark.
Yeah. Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Now I hate.
So anyway,
to
he
say
just
this.
learned it is my point.
Oh,
and he's
no.
singing it at double volume.
I hate
No.
to say
No.
this. What is Gummy Bear?
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say you like Baby Shark.
No, I do. I love
I'm a gummy bear. I'm a gummy bear.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yo, you like that, Jam?
Yeah, that's good too. Yeah. No, I love these.
Oh,
The kids,
Al Borland, are you nodding in approval?
That song's great.
No.
What do you think? Do you think the 10-second delay would come in, be a problem for you when you get pulled over by the police?
It would be a massive
Sir,
problem.
Sir, what is your name?
Bob. It would be a tremendous problem if you were on a game show.
Oh, you're
Oh,
beep beep. You got to start your answer before the question ends.
Yes,
You have to guess on the answer.
You have to pre-start your answer.
You have to pre-start
And
your
really
answer.
hope that you get the buzz
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, because
Otherwise,
you
you're-
buzz. Okay, it's Mike. You're up. Who is Robert
What is
Downey Jr.? Sir, it's not your turn.
You have to presume you get the buzz too. Otherwise, you're just talking over.
Otherwise, you're
people.
giving everyone answers.
That's right.
I think that the delay could cause major problems in relationships. You know, do these jeans
But
make
so-
me look fat?
No, of course not.
No, they look great, babe.
But what about the 2 times louder? No, they look great, babe.
Hey, that just means you're excited about everything. I mean, there are times, you go to the library.
Because it says 2 times louder than appropriate. So you are always inappropriate with your vocal. Like, if you're in a yelling situation, you're twice as loud yelling.
You're destroying your voice.
You're
at that point.
destroying. Yeah. Couldn't be a coach of a kid's sports team. That would be real tough
But
on
you-
those kids.
So if you were a podcaster and you were doing it, this is basically. I think that it would be a little inappropriate, and people
think
in the
you're-
cars.
yeah, that's pretty loud.
You would also be the most, like, if you were in a band, you could be the most metal singer of all time.
Because you'd be twice as loud as any other metal singer.
So there's an advantage.
Yeah, there's at least one. I'm not sure if there's any advantage to the 10 seconds.
Yeah.
No,
I
I can't see an advantage to that.
I'm gonna go with twice as
Yeah,
loud.
I'll go that way.
I can change my character traits to make that make sense.
Enough.
The Spitballers Draft.
All right, today's draft is SNL cast members. We're gonna draft our perfect SNL casts. We've got 4 picks each. Jason gets to pick numero uno.
I feel like Jason purposely, like, this has been on the docket for a very long time.
oh, he waited.
And he has strategically put it off when he knows that he is not the first pick.
Well,
Yes.
that is
100% true.
That is 100% true.
Thank you.
But I take that as a huge compliment. Thank you. I do what it takes to win.
Al Borland, did he time this up on purpose? Did he ask you to put this in today?
He did not, but he has objected in the past when we put it into the document. He was not the one who wanted to.
Exactly.
So he objects until today. I see.
Well, look,
It's going to be a shame when you lose.
it will be a shame if I lose, because that would be nonsense. It would make no sense, which is another way of saying nonsense. So, look, there is more than one person worthy of being picked first. There is. I could think of at least 3 people that are worthy in the
I'm
conversation.
interested of your. I have 2.
I have 2.
that are in the conversation for that first pick, but I can't go anywhere but my good bud,
Yeah.
Mr. Ferrell. Will Ferrell is as diverse he can be crazy, insane person, and he can play the total straight guy who's in an insane world just as well. You get so many famous characters, and
It's a great pick.
And I give
he's
more
one of-
cowbell.
He's one of the 2. He's one of the 2 that I
All right.
wanted.
Yeah,
That I knew I wouldn't get.
Either of the 2.
Yeah. I know the second one I won't get, too.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Chris Farley.
Yeah.
that's 2 of the 3.
Beloved, hilarious, some of the greatest skits of all time.
I'm so interested to know your third.
Oh, and I hope I tell
they're
you when
they're
it comes
probably gonna
back.
come
Now,
back.
it takes a while to get back to you, Jason. So, Jason, you went with Will Ferrell as number 1. I went with Chris Farley. This is one of those drafts that's interesting because, like, you can pay homage to a bygone era and
Right.
what you've seen, what you haven't seen. You can weigh things like how popular were they for a short period of time,
I am full on.
or were they like, hey, full duration?
I am weighing the popularity of this person still. Like
You have 2 picks now, Mike, because I went with Chris Farley in his Van Down by the River.
Yes, those were both excellent picks. That's exactly where I would have gone with the first 2. Of my first pick, I'm going to take Adam Sandler. He had a great run on Saturday Night Live. Many funny characters, same era as Chris Farley, but
Yeah.
still around. And maybe people don't like his movies as much anymore, but he is still he is still remembered as one of the funniest guys of our era growing up, then I'm going to take a guy and honest truth, do I know about him really on Saturday Night Live? Little bit.
Oh, come on.
Little bit. No,
I know who this is.
No, there's plenty of guys, but he is one of the
JB.
He is JB.
That's not who you're going with?
No.
Okay. Who are you going with?
No. He is one of the most beloved Americans. You may disagree with this.
Yeah, now I know
like,
who it is.
There's a documentary that's out about him right now because he just does crazy stuff.
He's going bowel movement.
I'm taking Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
Yeah, Bill Murray's on the short list for sure.
Yeah, he I mean, look, if you don't love Bill Murray,
There's something wrong with
it's
you.
one of those things where I think if you don't like Bill Murray, that is something in today's culture you need to keep quiet. Like,
yes.
You're not allowed to come out and be like, I don't. It's pretty much like saying an offensive joke, where it's like, whoa,
Like,
someone needs to
you
talk
peek
to you
around,
about this. Right, exactly. You can't say
I
you
don't
don't
really
like
like
Bill
Bill
Murray.
Murray.
And I want it for the record. I obviously love Bill Murray.
Obviously.
All right, so you have Adam Sandler and Bill Murray. And
I can't wait. Just time out real quick. I can't wait for my next pick because I am going to crush Mike's happiness, and that makes me so full of joy.
I am going to go with, and this may be early, but don't care. Might lose.
Who knows what's early on
I'm
this one?
building my cast, right? You're building a cast. You're not just independently picking. And I want Kristen Wiig on.
Yeah, that's
she's
a good
on my
one.
short
Kristen
list.
Wiig is just funny through and through. There are people with the gift of being funny even when they're not doing anything at all times. She is the Will Ferrell,
I was
female
just
Will
thinking
Ferrell.
that.
She really is.
They remind me. Their comedy styles are very similar to me. That they could just read a book and it would be hilarious.
Yeah, just reading it out loud, the weird nuance of their faces. There are so many other picks that you can go with, but I want to build my perfect cast, and I feel great with Chris Farley and Kristen Wiig.
I love that. That's a really good start. I certainly, without a shred of doubt, would have taken Kristen Wiig.
Oh, would you?
Never
Okay.
would have got back to you.
Okay, then I feel good about that pick.
Because if you're building a cast, it's like you kind of you need that funny female. And while there are a handful,
there are others,
there are a handful.
but she's the best.
If you can only draft female SNL characters, she's the clear 101 to me. So here's the pick that I was so excited about. I was so excited because I think it was worthy at the 101. I think there's three top people.
Crazy to me.
And that's to take nothing away from Kristen Wiig or Adam Sandler or Bill Murray. Great. But this guy absolutely rescued Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live was going to go away.
That's what I have heard, but I know nothing about it.
The reason you know nothing about it is because everybody stopped watching SNL for a little bit, and you were part of everybody. But when he came with his short, the SNL shorts and the
I know who,
and the music videos, and the reason that it's going to make you so upset,
we're talking about different people,
is because you love this man so much, Mike.
I do.
But Andy Samberg, is so super funny in everything he does. I get music videos now on my cast conglomeration. He's one of the people that have been able to parlay SNL into great success outside of Saturday Night Live.
Well, the irony is that he parlayed independent video success into SNL.
Is that how he got on?
Yeah. I mean, he was one of the first people. He did the Lonely
Island
stuff.
With the music group.
That was pre-SNL.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
he did
true.
some of those videos beforehand. So he parlayed that into that role.
It's a solid pick. I wasn't sure. I don't know the vote power of Andy Samberg, though.
No,
I think he could be
agree with
strong
that.
because of his newness. He's still there. I mean,
yeah.
So
9-9 is great.
So now I've got a couple people that I'm really debating between stalwarts that have been there forever. I'm just trying to think who will come back to me, who won't. And I'm gonna go. Man, there's two people I'm really between here.
Twist in the wind.
It is really tough. I think I am going to go.
Are you going to the mall?
All right. Which one has a chance to get back to me?
Oh, your pain is bringing
My
me
pain
such joy right now.
is true. I am going to take a guy that he didn't. Here's what he did.
Oh,
no,
my gosh.
I'm pivoting. Oh, man. I'm going every which way. I'm going to be so upset when somebody takes him. I'm going the other way. I'm taking Keenan. I'm taking Keenan
He's
Thompson.
in my list.
Because
I love
he's
Keenan.
just he's been around forever now. I mean, I feel
He's
like
the
he was
Robert Parrish
he was,
of SNL.
He was
A
12
long,
years
storied
old.
Hall of Fame career.
A lot of people don't realize he was 12 years old when he joined
20 years.
Saturday Night Live.
30 years.
I mean, when I think about all the favorite sketches, he's just so
He can
great.
read a book and you'll laugh too.
He plays
Yes.
himself in every sketch. And
Yeah.
it's great.
His range,
It's very small. It's very small, but it's perfect.
But it's the best.
You don't want
It's
him going
so
anywhere because
fun.
he's always got that smile behind the face where, wee.
Yeah.
What up with that?
It's a good pick.
What up with
Interesting.
Now
pick.
there will be. I have a feeling there will be more hotly contested debates on Twitter due to this draft than anyone
Yes.
we've ever had before, because everybody has their favorites, and there are all these different eras. There are people that are vote getters or in other people's lists. I think what I like about your picks, Jason, is that you want to the key to these drafts. Just be proud of your team.
Yeah.
Be proud of your team, and be proud of the guys you picked, as
And this
opposed to
one's
plop, plop,
tough.
fizz, fizz.
Oh, man, I really let the people down with that one.
People were mad.
Dude, because I was crushing that draft. Everyone
Yes.
said I was going to vote for you
And
until
then you looked up a list
Alka-Seltzer.
probably of like famous jingles.
Yeah.
Because
and then
it
you
is
went
famous,
with
it just sucks.
yeah. And
It's
so
famous
that's
for all the people not on Twitter.
and that's why I'm not going to go with some of these other names I could go with right now. So far I have Chris Farley and Kristen Wiig.
Strong.
And when I think of SNL, in my head when I say what is SNL, I think about Dana Carvey. I think about Dana
I'm
Carvey.
so happy.
Yeah,
happy.
me or you is winning, Mike. Me or you.
I don't like him.
A lot of people don't like him.
Yeah.
No,
No, just me. Just me.
Ross Perot,
Look,
Church Lady.
Dana Carvey is very beloved.
Dana Carvey, and he had a long run on SNL, so I consider
did.
that too.
Wayne's World.
He did it for Wayne's World. George Bush. Oh my gosh, 1,000 Points of Light.
Oh,
Yeah.
Will Ferrell's George Bush. He took that.
No, that would be George W.
That's W.
That's
W. But Dana Carvey, look, almost a 10-year run on the show.
I'm just
when
glad-
I picture classic SNL,
Yes.
he's in that picture.
I'm just glad because I would not have taken him.
Yes.
So it makes my decision.
Could have come around to me. Is what
He
you're saying.
definitely would have made it back. I'm going to go with the gal who I think is right up there. If you're talking 1A, 1B with Kristen Wiig, I'm taking Kate McKinnon. Because she, to me, is elite tier of being hilarious. For example, the sketch of her alien abduction.
Oh, man.
I mean, how
that
many
is
one-liners in
ridiculous.
that one sketch came out? It was absolutely incredible.
It's funny because you said 1A or 1B, and I thought of two other
Me too.
females
There's two other females
that
I would
I
put ahead.
thought would have easily been ahead of Kate McKinnon.
And I know who they are. And then I'm just going to take one of my favorite comics of all time. If you follow any of my socials, you'll be like, man, this guy goes and sees this person do stand-up live a lot. And that's Norm Macdonald. I
Classic.
love Norm Macdonald.
Yeah, you see.
I feel like his sense of humor has had a lot to do with shaping my sense of humor.
Of course it has. He's very
very
blunt
very,
and dark.
yes,
and
very dry. And
Super
I
dry.
love Norm Macdonald so much.
okay.
So that's my team.
So go ahead and read that team out.
So I got the Sandman. Got Bill Murray, Kate McKinnon, and Norm Macdonald.
All right. Right now I'm sitting here with Chris Farley, sitting here with Dana Carvey, Kristen Wiig. Tough decisions. I thought, Jason may take one of them, whatever. I thought Tina Fey or Amy Poehler were going to be the two
Right.
Yeah.
that you pick because I adore Amy Poehler. She's in consideration here, as are some of the classics. I think I'm going to go with now I'm in Jason's boat. I'm going to go with Tina Fey.
That's
Okay.
great.
I'm going
pick.
to go
All
with
right.
Tina Fey. Not only is she an incredible writer, she was flat out hilarious for many, many years. So I think Tina Fey is perfect. So I got Tina Fey, Chris Farley, Dana Carvey, Kristen Wiig.
And look,
And there are about 20 more I want.
there are
but
so many. I mean, we could do probably 6 of these drafts. Amy Poehler deserves to be drafted, and I should have a woman on the team because we're making our team
Your perfect cast.
Your perfect cast. You can do a lot of sketches, but I can't do it because the person I was between picking when I picked Kenan Thompson came back. So here's my favorite thing about Saturday Night Live. My absolute favorite, and everybody's favorite. It's your favorite too. If you don't realize it's your favorite, you're about to realize. When people break. Yeah. When people crack and they start laughing. Because they're not supposed to do that.
And this was all he did.
And they're laughing. And it's all he did. And he parlayed that into a massive career afterwards on late night. I am taking the break man himself, Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon he's
on my list.
All he did was he would stand in the scene and start accidentally laughing. And you would love every scene that he's in because nothing makes people laugh quite like laughter.
Yeah, he was definitely there.
So what's your team then?
So my team is Will Ferrell, Andy Samberg, Kenan Thompson, and Jimmy Fallon.
See, I think this will be a very interesting vote. I think it's going to be really close. And yes, I acknowledge fully the John Belushis, the Eddie Murphys of the world.
Yeah.
I was real close with Phil Hartman.
Oh,
not like as a friend because he didn't know me.
Right.
But I meant like I was real close to picking him as a straight man for my
Yeah, Phil Hartman would have been my
for
next
my
pick.
cast. So it was between him and Tina Fey. But
Bill Hader is great.
Bill Hader was up there too. I love Bill Hader. And then there's Dan Aykroyd and Mike Myers and.
Is it okay to say you don't like Dan Aykroyd?
Yes, that's
it is,
totally okay now.
I don't like Chevy Chase either. I mean,
is it okay? I love Chevy Chase.
Could have gone.
I don't like Chevy Chase.
I know you guys like.
Chevy
Don't
Chase?
you guys like John Lovitz too?
No,
I did.
I don't.
I can't stand him.
I do love A League of Their Own. Shout out John Lovitz.
Jason
was in
John
that.
Lovitz is in that movie?
Yeah, he was the scout. He was the baseball scout.
So what I like about this is we drafted who we like.
Lovitz was great as
I think we're all proud of our teams.
bit parts. Bit parts for Lovitz was
And
great.
I wasn't around in the 70s to watch, John Belushi. So, but those are our teams. I'm very excited to see how this turns out. Thank you so much for supporting the podcast every Monday.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends every Monday, but all the other days too.
Tell your foes.
I got to go deal with the toilet situation. That's
No,
what
you
I
don't. You got 20
I learned
years.
that I did. Here's what I learned today. I did the right thing according to Al Borland.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.